Hello, all my dear students. My name is Ajay Gulati and welcome to Shri Jain Zurang Zone classes. I'm your friend and mentor for the mathematics portion that is we call as quantitative aptitude. And today we will be doing the class 02 of the topic averages. Okay, I'm just marking it so that whenever you get these notes, it will be beneficial for you. Average class 02. Okay, dear students. Let's start with the questions directly now. We have done basic concepts in the previous classes. Let me show you the questions. The average of 41 consecutive odd numbers is 49. What is the largest number? We have done these sort of questions 41 numbers. What is half of 41? Half of 41 is 41 by 2, that is 20.5. So what I'll do, I'll take this 20. I put 20 numbers here. Then one number in between. This is 21st. Then further 21 numbers here. 20 numbers here. Okay, dear students. Now we know this middle number is the average. Okay, this middle number is given to us as 49 odd numbers. So if I take 20 more odd numbers, this will be the last number, the largest number. This will be what? Plus 20 times 2. So the largest number will be 49 plus 20 into 2, that will be 89, option number 1. You can have a look over it. Let's move ahead now. Towards the next question. Let me increase the size. Average of all even numbers between 104 and 108. See, between 104 and 108, let's say, so I can't take 104. I will have to exclude this and 148. So I need the average of, this is like 106. This will be like 146. If I talk about this, the rank of this even number, this is 2 into 53. This is 53rd even number. This is 2 into 73, 73rd even number. So the average will be, students will always know, in the case of FE, this is a this is arithmetic progression. Okay, this is arithmetic progression where all the terms have equal gap. Every subsequent term have equal gap, 2 gap. Arithmetic, this is arithmetic progression with the difference 2, with d is equal to 2. We don't need this thing, but this is arithmetic progression. Now the other thing is average will be, these are odd number of terms. Okay, say 53 to 73, I can easily say these are 21 terms. Okay, this is arithmetic progression with d is equal to 2, and the number of terms are how many, and the number of terms are 21. Therefore average will directly be the middle term. Average will be the middle term. What is the middle term? That will be 63rd even number. What is the 63rd even number? That will be 63 into 2, or 120. 6 quite easily done. Okay. One more thing I think I should have mentioned is 104 and 148 are not to be included. Okay, dear students. Let's take the next one. The average of 44 consecutive odd numbers is 144. What is the largest number? See, students, now it is a little bit different. The difference here is that now we have even number of terms. Okay, see, before I solve this question, yeah, before I solve this question, let me explain you one basic funda. Whenever we have odd terms, whenever we have a series, a arithmetic series, okay, a arithmetic series with a common difference, okay, arithmetic series with odd terms, then middle term is the average, or let me write, then average is the middle term, then average is the middle term. But if there are even number of terms, then average is the mean of the two middle terms. Mean of the two middle terms, it's actually middle term or two next terms, or you can also say or the mean of the first and the last term. Mean of the first and the last term. Now look what a very good logic I'm going to tell you. See, like if I take four numbers, 4, suppose I take 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. These are six terms. So what will be the average? Average will be the average of these two. What is the average of these two? 10 plus 20, 10 plus 20 divided by 2. That will give me 15. Also that will be, if I say 12 plus 18 divided by 2, 30 divided by 2, again 15. 40 plus 16 by 2, that will be again 15. So you sum these two up, then also it will be 15. You sum these two up, then also the average will be 15. You sum these two up and divide by 2, then also the average will be 15. You have got this logic. One more thing. The other thing is, see, this middle number will be halfway between these two. So that is between, this is the middle term. Three numbers here, three numbers here. Getting it? Three numbers are here, three numbers are here. That is the average this way. Okay. Three numbers on this side, three numbers on this side. Half numbers this side, half numbers this side, that way. Now let's come to the half terms. Here also there will be half terms. Okay, dear students, let's move ahead. I'm very sorry, that was the previous question. The average of 44 consecutive odd numbers is 144. What is the largest number? See, we have 44 consecutive odd numbers. This is the middle term. Okay. So what we will have? We have 22 odd numbers on this side and 22 odd numbers on this side. Okay. So what do you require? Let's say this is 144. The previous odd number was 143. The next number, odd number, will be 145. Better way is you need 22 odd numbers ahead. This is what? This is 2 into 72. This is 72nd even number. So just be very careful. What I'm saying is this is 72nd even number. So you do plus 22. Your last term will be, suppose this is your last term. This will be what? 72 plus 22. 94th odd number is your answer. What will be the 94th odd number? 94th odd number will be 2 into 94 minus 1. That will give you 189 minus 1. That will be 188 minus 1 or 187. This is your answer. You can have a look over it, look at it if you want to. Just for a second before I proceed to the next question. Let me take the next one. Again, good question. What is the average of all numbers between 100 and 200 which are divisible by 13? See, numbers between 100 and 200 which are divisible by 13, that will be, see, I know 91 is a number which is divisible by 13, but I require numbers after 100. That will be 104, 169, then 182. Finally, 195 will be the largest number before 200. 100 here. Okay, this way. So this is like 13 into 8, and this is like 13 into 15. So this is 8, this is 15. See, whenever these are one number is odd, the other number is even. One number is even, the other number is odd. Then what do we have? What we have is even number of terms. So average will be what? Average will be the average of these two. Average of the series will be the average of these two terms. Average of 104 and 195. Here, okay, here we have how many terms? Here we have even number of terms, 8 to 15. You can count it on your finger. 8, you can just count now, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There are 8 terms, okay. So the average will be 104 plus 195 divided by 2. That will give me 299 divided by 2, which is, I hope, equal to 145.5. Okay, dear students, let's move ahead. Let's take the next one. This one is easy now. The average of all odd numbers from 113 to 159. See, first of all, 113, 159. Let's say if I talk about 112, so 112 is, I need to go from here to here. 112 is 2 into 56. This is 56th even number. So this is 57th odd number. 160 is what? 160 is what? 80th odd number, okay? 80th even number. So that way I can say 159 is what? 159 is actually 80th odd number. Now we need to go from 57th to 80th odd number. If I go from 57 to 80th, this is an odd term, this is even terms. It clearly means here we have even number of terms. Here we have even number of terms. 80 minus 56, 24. These are 24 terms. 80 minus 56. We have 24 terms. So the average will be what? The average will be the average of these two, that is I have told you the logic. That is equal to 272 by 2. That will give me what? That will give me 136 is your answer. Okay, dear students, got it? Let's move ahead. The next question we have is this. What is the average of all the numbers from 21 to 39? All natural numbers from 21 to 39. Okay. Let me increase the size. 21 to 39. See, I can easily spot that 30 is the middle number. Why? Because this is 9 terms here, 9 terms here. So 30 is the average. No need to do anything. I don't even need to solve it. The better way is you can do 21 plus 39 divided by 2. That will give you 30. 60 by 2, 30. Next one. What is the average of all the numbers between 8 and 74 which are divisible by 7? See, this is 8, this is 74. Before this 8, there is a number 7. This is 7 into 1. So here we have 14. This is 7 into 2. Here we have 70. 7 into 10. This is the second number. This is the 10th multiple. Look, 14 is the second multiple of 7. And 70 is the 10th multiple of 7. In between, the middle term will be, therefore 7 into 6 will be the middle term. Will be the middle term. How come? Look, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th. How many terms? 4 terms on this side, 4 terms on this side. Sixth term is the middle term. That is 42. Okay, dear students, let's take the next one. The next question we have is, the average of age of 24 student is 12 years. It was observed. See, I'm not reading the question ahead. I know what the question will be. I just need to tell you the basic thing. Number of students, 12. What is the average? Average is 12 for 24 students. Okay, what will be the sum? That will be 24 into 12 to 88. Okay, but if now I proceed further, I read the question further, it was observed that while calculating the average age, the age of a student was taken as 14 years instead of 8 years. Okay. The age of a student was taken as 14 years instead of 8 years. So, this is actually the incorrect sum. So, correct sum will be what? This is 288. So, the correct sum will be what? If from this 288, what I do was taken as 14 years. This is the incorrect sum. Let me do it in detail. What is the wrong entry? What is the wrong entry? The wrong entry is 14. Actual entry. What should be the actual age? Okay, the actual age is 8 years. So what will be the correct sum now? The correct sum will be 288. From this, you remove the wrong entry plus. After this, I will tell you a even better shortcut. I will tell you a shortcut. Correct entry. Okay, that will be what? 288 minus 14 plus 8, that is 288 minus 6, that is 282. This is one way. This is the sum. I'm not writing it. Why? Because it will make the calculation tough. Correct average will be what? Correct average will be, look, 288 minus 6 divided by 24. So this will be what? 288 by 24 minus 6 by 24. That will be what? This will be 12 minus 6 by 24. Here lies your answer. Here lies your shortcut. 12 minus 0.25 or 11.75. But the best method is, see, this is written as what? This is actually wrong average minus what I'll do, minus correct entry minus wrong entry. Okay, correct entry minus wrong entry divided by n. This will be your answer. Okay, minus, I wrote it wrong, minus wrong minus correct divided by n. This will be your answer. You can directly check. The wrong average was 24 minus, what is the wrong? Wrong is 14, right is 8 divided by 24. So you get 24 minus 6 by 24. This will be your final answer. Okay, dear friends, let's take one question of this type directly. Oh, I think this was only one question of this type, but anyways, you have done the formula now. The average mark of 18 students in examination was 60. It was later found that the mark of one student had been wrongly entered as 63 instead of 36. The correct average is C students. Directly, how will we do it? Direct formula. The correct average will be wrong average minus wrong minus correct by, and that is, the wrong average is 60 minus entered as 63. 63 is wrongly entered. Actual value was 36 divided by 18. 63 minus 36 is 27 by 18. 60 minus 1.5. This 58.5 is your answer. Okay, dear students, let's move ahead. You can have a look if you want to. Next question. The average marks of 40 students in an examination was 25. It was later found that the marks of one student had been wrongly entered as 73 instead of 37. What is the correct average? What is the formula? Correct average is what? Wrong average minus wrong value minus correct value divided by n. This is the formula. 40 students, it was 25. Here you have the average is equal to 25 and 40. Okay, wrong average is what? 25 minus entered as 73. This is the wrong value. Instead of the 37 divided by 40, this will be what? 25 minus 36 by 25 minus 0.9, that is 24.1. Okay, so you can have a look if you want, else I'm moving to the next question. The average marks of 40 students in an examination was 34. It was later found that the marks of one student had been wrongly entered as 62 instead of 26. What is the correct average? See, now let's do it directly. I won't waste time. We know the method. The average mark of 40 students in the examination is 34. This 34 is the wrong entry. How? This is the wrong average. How to correct it? From this, you remove the wrong entry. The wrong entry is 62, which has been wrongly entered instead of 26 divided by 40. This will be 34 minus 36 divided by 40, or 34 minus 0.9, 33.1. This is your correct average. Okay, dear students. Now I will take the questions at a very decent pace, at a quick pace actually. I think we have done this. Yeah, this is a new one. Okay. The average marks of 45 students is shown as 65. This is the average. It includes a wrong entry 84 instead of 48. Minus 84 minus 48 divided by 45. See, the difference of these two terms is 4. It's reciprocal, its reverse is also, the difference will be 4. So this difference will always be 4 into 9. The difference between this is 4, so the difference between these two numbers will be 4 into 9 divided by 45, or you can say this is your average. Okay, option number D. The average of 56 students is shown as 60. It includes a wrong entry 92 marks instead of 29 marks. Okay. 56 students is shown as 60. This 60 is the wrong value. Minus 50 is shown as 60. It includes a wrong entry 92 marks instead of 29. Okay. So 92 minus 29 divided by 56. This will be what? 60 minus. The difference between these two is 7. So this will be 7 into 9. Denominator it is 7 into 8. So this will be 60 minus 9 by 8. 60 minus 1.25. 58. 1.125. Okay. 875. Do we have any such option? Yes, this is your answer. Okay. I hope so far things are clear to everyone. So, my dear students, you can have a look over it if you want to. And if anything you are not very clear with, you can go back to that portion of the video and you can watch whatever you want. From my side, it's goodbye for today. We will meet again tomorrow. And Students, please be very dedicated towards your studies. This is very crucial time of your life. Once this time is gone, it won't ever come back again. Okay. Take care. All the best. Bye bye.